The day he forgot his own mother. Subscribe, like, and share if you believe every mother deserves love and respect. Heartbreak. It was a cold morning at the nursing home. Through the window, Amina, an old woman with tired eyes, sat quietly watching the road. Every day she waited, hoping to see a familiar car, a familiar face. Her son Sammy had promised to visit, but months had passed, and promises were all she had left. Amina wasn't always this lonely. She used to live in a small, warm house filled with laughter, with the smell of tea and bread every morning. When her husband died, she gave her whole life to her only son. She worked as a cleaner, washed clothes for neighbors, and skipped meals just to make sure he had everything he needed. "Study, my son," she used to tell him. "Be someone people respect." And he did. Sammy became a successful businessman in the city. New suit, new car, new friends. But with every new success, he drifted further away from the woman who had made it all possible. One winter, Amina fell ill. Her eyesight weakened, and she could no longer live alone. When she called her son, her voice trembled with hope. "Sammy, can I stay with you for a while? I promise I won't be a burden." There was a silence, then came his cold reply. "Mom, you'll be better off at a care home. They'll take good care of you." She didn't argue, she just smiled through her tears. That was the last day she saw her home. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The nurses at the home grew fond of her. She was kind, always smiling. Every morning she placed a small flower in a glass of water beside her bed. When the nurse asked why, she said softly, "My son loves flowers. When he visits, I want him to see them." But he never came. One night, Sammy was sitting in his office, signing papers, when his phone rang. He looked at the number, the nursing home. For a moment, he thought of ignoring it, but something in his heart whispered, "Answer it." "Mr. Sammy, your mother has been taken to the hospital. Her condition is critical." The pen fell from his hand. He rushed out of the office, his mind spinning. Every memory he had ignored for years came flooding back. Her laughter, her hugs, the nights she stayed awake when he was sick. When he reached the hospital, the nurse led him to a small room. There she was, pale, fragile, breathing slowly. He took her hand and whispered, "Mom, it's me. I'm here now." Her eyes opened slightly. A faint smile appeared. "I knew you'd come. You're just a little late." And then, with one last breath, she was gone. For hours, Sammy sat beside her, silent. He remembered the times she had called and he was too busy, the birthdays he forgot, the visits he never made. Every regret burned inside him. As he left the hospital that night, he saw a little girl crying near the door. He knelt down and asked, "Where's your mother, sweetheart?" The girl wiped her tears. "She left me here," she said. "She said she'd come back, but she didn't." Sammy froze. In that single moment, he understood the cruel circle of life, how forgetting someone who once held you can make you the one who is forgotten. He walked into the night, clutching his mother's scarf to his chest, whispering, "I'm sorry, Mom." Moral of the story? Never let success make you forget the hands that raised you, because one day life will remind you, sometimes too late. Question for you. Do you believe a person who forgets their parents can ever find true happiness? Tell me what you think in the comments. Heart.